Hello, welcome to my channel. So for today we're actually going to be doing a Plan With Me weekly spread for September 19th to the 25th. I'm excited, let's be real. So I'm getting used to this new schedule with this new job where I have to work 3 12-hour shifts. So as you can see here, I have a post-it of all the things that are happening this month and especially this week. So what I like to do is just put it on the side, so while I'm working I can take a look at all the things that are happening and make sure that I actually add them all into my week. So for this week, I'm actually going to be using a combination of many of these sticker sheets that are actually from Passion Planner, from their latest book. So I grabbed a few, and then of course I'm going to mix and match a few of these washi tapes. I feel like they're too cute together, so I gotta use them together. And of course my icon stickers. It's just a way for me to have a little bit more fun and be able to categorize how they should be, all the things that are happening. So first things first, as I usually do, is I'm just gonna white out these sections. It just makes it easier to fully see the stickers, like the washi tapes, instead of the overlapping view whenever I have something on top. So let me just finish this up really quick. So if you've been watching my videos for a bit, you might have noticed that this week I actually covered up where I usually put in my workouts, because I kind of want to create a border with this washi tape. I'm just having fun this week. Who knows, it might be something that I continue, might be something that is just a one-off. That's the fun part about being as creative as I can with my planners. So I'm just going to be adding a little bit of detailing with this washi tape on the top of this page and then on the bottom. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have some fun doing this really quick. I did want to jump in really quick while I'm adding in these stickers for my gratitude section and talk a little bit about why I do it, because I find that ever since I started doing this, where I literally just list out one thing that I'm grateful for each day, definitely helps with actually seeking the positive in the day instead of always focusing on the negative, always focusing on, let's say, the bad things that are happening. So this way I'm able to maintain a more positive mindset and actually seek out what is good instead of what is negative. So it's just a little thing that I like to add every single week. It's just an easier way for me to, take care of my mind in the simplest task as literally just listing out one thing that I'm grateful for that day. So I'm doing here my Sunday section where I usually add in all of my goals. Again, this is just a way for me to add everything that I need for a weekly spread. And of course, it's mostly because I don't really have many things happening on Sundays. It's more of a relaxing day. So it's just an opportunity for me to utilize that section to, add some goals that I'm looking forward to and working towards the week. So now that I have that, I am going to finish up that section in a little bit. I do want to start adding in my time blocker. So what I like to do is, again, that post-it that I showed at the beginning, that basically tells me when I have my 12-hour shifts, when I have free time, and what are the things happening this week. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in all of these things. Again, I like to color code, I like to use my icons. It's just a way for me to, when I look at my planner really quick, be able to identify, because I know the colors and I know the icons. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. now that I have the basics, I do have other things that I'm going to be adding, but I do want to start on my bottom sections. So the right side is where I add the quote of the week, something that I want to focus on, and plus it gives me an opportunity to test, try, and have fun with hand lettering. And what I like to do, obviously, is search for something that I definitely want to keep in mind, something that'll motivate me, something that is inspiring. So I'm gonna finish this up really quick. For this left section, that is usually where I do kind of like a tracker for my coaching business. It's just a way for me to keep track of everything that I'm doing, especially because I deal with clients and I want to make sure that everyone is, on track, achieving their goals. So I kind of utilize it as a habit tracker where I check things off. So that is what I'm doing in this section right here. So this bottom section is done. What I'm actually going to do is, because I have these two jobs, one of them is as a PTT in the local hospital, another one is as a health and wellness coach. Sometimes I do miss some training calls, sometimes, my schedule right now is a little bit all over the place, so I definitely want to make sure that I am adding in things that I'm missing so that on my days off from my shifts I'm able to catch up. So for example, on this Wednesday I do have a call that I would love to watch when I do have time, so most likely I'll catch up, let's say on Thursday or on Sunday, but I definitely want to write it down so that I do have it there. I know that it's happening and I can check it off once I actually watch some of these calls. So that's what I'm doing now, adding in these extra things that I know that I'm missing, but I'm definitely going to take note that it is something important to me, so I'm going to make the time later on to watch replays. So that's what I'm doing here. And the same with other calls that I have this week. So I'm just filling this in now. I didn't do it at the beginning just because I wanted to make sure that I had the most important things first. It's just how my brain works. There's no like right or wrong when it comes to planning, let's be real. So it's just how it happened in my brain today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a few more things that are happening that I do want to take note of and make sure that they are being added into my week, because again, the planner is there to help you and to be able to achieve everything. So what I'm gonna do now is use some other stickers as, you know, check marks. I do client check-ins, I have to-do lists. So I'm gonna use a lot of these stickers as to-do list boxes, if that makes sense, if that is the correct wording. I am unsure. But of course, checking things off is it's an awesome feeling, let's be real. So that's what I'm going to be doing now, adding some boxes with some to-dos, with some check boxes, and I'll be back to chat in a second. So because I kind of covered up that section where I write down what workouts is happening that day, I'm actually going to make it fit to, let's say, where I actually get my workout in. So like the times that I'm actually doing it. I am going to be trying out doing workouts before my 12-hour shifts. Who knows, might work, might not work. So I'm just gonna at least add what these workouts are for each day, because obviously knowing what you're doing is half the battle when it comes to working out. So gonna add these, especially with my icons, and I'll be filling that in after I finish filming, just so that I make sure that I'm following the program calendar. So let me do this really quick. And here it is. Here is the full spread. It's very different than my other spreads, but I am actually really excited. It's fun to experiment every single week with new ways of using your planner. So I definitely have, you know, all of my trackers. I have my goals, my to-do list, my check-in boxes, obviously all the calls that I have, things that I want to check on, gratitude, I mean, you name it. I'm pretty sure I have it listed out in some way, shape, or form on my weekly spread. So I'm excited to see how this week goes, how I'm able to utilize obviously my planner in the best way that I know how to and the best way that I can. But hopefully this was fun. Hopefully you had, you know, a blast of inspiration for your spread, and hopefully you can like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here next week for another video. Bye.